So here we are on our follow-up to video 3. The after yesterday, there was buckets. We're gonna get that rug still, but as we've seen yesterday, all these lots were just full of junk, clothes. Looked like somebody may have been tossed out or something. Maybe people left after renting. I don't know. Just looked like it got water damage from being out here in the alley. But anyways, we got it all picked up. We got to take care of Leah from Block Watch. She is getting a hold of ODOT to come and dump all the dumpsters this block and 2-3 more down that way. But so we got a lot cleaned up. I tried to level the dumpsters out so they're, not a whole bunch in one, another. Tried to spread it out equally, just like we did down there. There wasn't much stuff on this side of the alley, but definitely on this other one, there was stuff all the way down, and we got it all spruced up. My kids are so awesome doing these things, man. It's kind of like one of them things that people do. They'd be like, hey, wouldn't it be really cool if we did this and if other people helped and whatever. Well, it's kind of like that, but we're like living it. We're doing it. And people appreciate it. They're involved. When we was here yesterday, especially in this block, at least 3 people came out and thanked us, and they were pretty happy. That makes us happy. We happen to be a family with lots of kids. 8 in the house, 1 on the way, a couple older ones, and man, we just try to do right by them. For us, we find that it's good. They go to church. They really like that. They respond well to it. It helps back up, what we're trying to do here. Acts of kindness and help, and it's really pretty awesome. I mean, this stuff, it did garner us a few bucks, but we went way above and beyond, and they're going to try to compensate for that. I mean, that's nice. All it does is help us with get more equipment and do more things, and that's how it is. A couple years ago, Sugar, my 13-year-old, he was put up for an award by our Block Watcher community for working in a community garden that actually serves to get fresh fruits and vegetables and stuff into the pantries. And we used to use the services quite a bit. Thankfully, the last few years have been better, but it's cool. My kids, they're so awesome. My 14-year-old daughter, she still volunteers at her old elementary school. At the end of the year, when they're packing up everything, she comes and helps when they do PTA meetings, all that good stuff. They have her come down. And for instance, we used to need to get they as a resource, they hand out school supplies and book bags and cool stuff to people can't get it together on their own, so the kids have what they need. And we used to use that stuff, especially with her and Sugar. When they were smaller, it was kind of rough for a while, but we don't really need the services anymore. But the 14-year-old, like I said, she volunteers and she hands those out, tries to help the people who helped her. And it's really cool, I don't think you can teach that to people, because I have some children who are less involved and whatnot, but they're still great in their own ways. Well, obviously we walked quite a bit a ways from where we were at. This is actually the alley behind my house. I did not video any of the before, but you just have to take my word for it. It was kind of rough down through there. Lots of big cardboard boxes and whatnots, and garbage just, you know, dumped out, just like the other alleys. They said they look like they exploded. Well, that's kind of what happens over here. They tip the dumpsters out, they cut the bags open, they rip everything up, and it's just, I don't know what they're looking for. I mean, it doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason when you see it sitting there, but I'm not the one looking through it, so I don't know. Over here is actually that right there. That's the garden that Sugar was working in, and they put him up for the award. He wanted it at the Franklin Park Conservatory here in Columbus. But after he did that, he just talked about wanting to do more, and so he started picking up poop in the ladies' yard for like $10 a week. Saved up, got himself a used mower. And I think the first couple jobs, at least for sure, were pro bono. We did a church and the adjoining properties. They gave us like $30, but that day we had a lot of volunteers, and we spent that probably in, you know, drinks and other goodies and fuel and yeah, so it was still pretty cool. But last year, towards the end of the summer, we put in all new block work here. It's really nice. And the beds, they're still working on getting it all together. Over this way in the back, there's compost. There's a lot of people actually using that, contributing and taking. We used to have these bags down here that people could use, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. Over here, some picnic tables. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but my son Ant, he helped the man who put those together from scratch right here on the spot. Cut the boards, bolted together. He helped out, and the man gave him a tape measure. Seems like a small gesture, but meant a lot to him. He's like, I don't know, 8 at the time, and it made him feel important. He's a good kid. He's mechanically minded, as they say. Yeah, that I don't know if you noticed the Ant and the Sugar. That's how we get Sugar Ant. They're your backyard buddies. We seen that like on a slogan. It was like a thing out of from Australia. They have people using the sugar ants to help with the gardens and everything. I guess they got some usefulnesses. Here we don't so much have sugar ants. We call sugar ants. We call them carpenter ants, but they're still, you know, it's the same thing. The carpenter ant is the higher classification for sugar ant, technically. And we like carpenters. We know of supposedly a couple famous ones, right? You know, I guess that's some opaque Christian humor for you. But so yeah, I mean, that's us, man. You know, that's what we do. I'm looking forward to making more videos. They're here on the 13th. Here we'll be doing, they'll be bringing soil and everything. We're going to try to get over here and cut grass before it starts to get long and clean things up before we start working over here. I think it would be helpful, you know. I mean, all through the season we cut up and down the alley anyway to keep it nice and clean all the way to the end. Back over here, they just tore out a garage that was all abandoned, and I'm so glad, because people really like to dump around it and be in it and do whatever. But now it's gone, and when you look down, it's a lot better. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow, but the alley up there ahead, across from the cut, we'll be trying to knock that out all the way up to the church there on 18th. Those are nice people up there too. They've done some pretty amazing things for our family. My kids actually go to HBC, not the one there, up there on the corner a couple blocks away, but still they know of us. They know, you know, what my babies are all about, and they're with it. We have a lot of support. I mentioned that my son Sugar, when he got a used mower for like $40, and we used it a lot. and it crapped out on us, and I kept trying to bolt it together, keep it together. It was a hassle, but all the kids, as soon as they went to church and they told them yada yada, we had a mower, we were doing this, it broke. Oh my goodness, I think it was later that day or the next day, they had another mower over here. It's pretty crazy. It was just so awesome. What a blessing, huh? This is our cart. We use it for like everything. I mean, it was a double stroller. Well, technically it still is. I can still remove the basket. I have the seats. We put them in there, but that's our roving toolbox, basically. We need to get a broom back on board, but we'll get that together. We also do a little bit of recycling. Why not, you know? We see it there, might as well as do something with it. We're all right, YouTube world. We'll catch you later. Peace.